Bali is an island of beauty and contrast, so you'll have plenty to see and experience. It's one of the most touristed islands and isn't exactly an untouched paradise. Many call Bali the island of the gods, but in many places it's seen more like an Instagram circus with people waiting hours to take the perfect shot for Instagram. While visiting Bali has become cliché, the island is beautiful, offers a varied landscape, and it's inexpensive. Here are 7 must-dos while visiting Bali. Visit the Gates of Heaven at the Lempuyang Temple, which is located at Mount Lempuyang, 600 meters above sea level. In Bali, it's known as one of the most highly regarded temples, and every day tourists will come here and wait 3 to 4 hours to get the infamous picture I'm sure you've already seen on Instagram. And this was low season. Imagine the crowds when it's July or August. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful sight, but we were not going to waste 3 to 4 hours of our time waiting in line for a picture. But tell me, would you wait 3 to 4 hours to get a beautiful shot for Instagram? Let me know in the comments below. On the other side, you can take beautiful shots as well at the bottom of the stairs without the masses of people in front waiting. Taganga Water Palace is a maze of pools and fountains surrounded by mesmerizing gardens and stone cavings and statues. A holy green oasis that highlights some of the gorgeous nature you can find in Bali. The Tukacetpung waterfall is a beautiful hidden waterfall which shines straight through the gap in the trees. The first few items we visited were through a tour we booked on Airbnb Experiences. We got a full tour visiting these highlights, entrance fees were included, and our guide was also a photographer because it seems nowadays that's a must in Bali. Visiting the rice fields was a dream. So lush and a unique sight. It doesn't surprise me that this is one of the most visited places in Bali. Here you can walk around, even go ziplining or swing on the Bali swing. Or you can see a live show of another act of the Instagram Circus. Have you ever spotted these beautiful dresses on Instagram? I've never given it too much thought, but apparently you can just rent them and the photographer to go with you so you can take glamorous shots in a green paradise with a glamorous dress. Je vond het... Do a coffee and tea tasting. At first I wasn't sure about this bit of the tour, but the short explanation was enlightening and the coffee and tea tasting was delicious. I've never tried so many different flavors and varieties of coffee and tea. And don't forget to try the most expensive coffee, Kopi Luwak. A cup costs between 90 up to 450 euro per 500 grams and therefore is called the caviar among the coffee types. The animal luwak produces the infamous coffee as they eat and then digest the products that eventually ends up in your cup. After a fascinating and inspiring tour, we went and chilled at La Brisa Bali. From the decor, the view, or the laid-back atmosphere, La Brisa Bali is the perfect place to end your day in Bali. Bali is much bigger than most people think, so don't stop where you're based as there are many islands around where you can venture off to, such as Nusa Penida. This was another Airbnb experience we booked. I'll leave the links of both tours below so you can book them if visiting Bali. The famous coastal cliffscape Kelingking T-Rex didn't disappoint. Witnessing this makes you feel so small in front of nature's natural beauty. But at the same time, be prepared for hordes of people waiting and standing just to get the perfect shot for Instagram. Everybody loves a beautiful picture to capture a unique experience, but in Bali it was simply too much. If you visited Bali before, how did you experience the masses taking pics all over the place? Nusa Penida is the biggest of the 3 Nusa Islands which are just off from mainland Bali. There are so many beautiful locations to see on Nusa Penida Island and having a guide made it so easy. We were picked up at our hotel, brought to the boat that went to Nusa Penida, and there another guide picked us up to continue the tour. During the tour you'll visit Kelingking Beach, Angel's Billabong, Broken Beach and Crystal Bay. If you're looking to party at a glamorous location, then Fins is the place to be. Have a drink, go for a swim or party all night long. The music and volume is upbeat, so don't come here if you want to relax and it has more of a party vibe going on. Even though I loved the spot and its location, the service of our waiter was very disappointing and he was rude. Although Bali has many beautiful spots, it's also incredibly dirty, with so much plastic and trash everywhere. That's why staying at an eco resort is important to preserve the island. We stayed at Free Bali Eco Beach Resort, which was only 15 minutes walking from La Brisa Bali, one of the hotspots I mentioned before in this video. Here are some other practical tips to make the most of your stay in Bali. Download the Grab app, which is like Uber. To book it, you need a local SIM card as Wi-Fi is needed to book and communicate with your driver. Second, get a local SIM card with internet. Download the app map.me. Once you downloaded the location, you have access to this map without needing any Wi-Fi. Get the bunq travel card. I saved more than 15 euros total on all my transactions thanks to their zero FX feature, and I didn't pay anything to withdraw the money, whereas another traveler I met paid 25 euros total for all the time she withdrew money from the ATM. Last but not least, avoid plastic water bottles. Around 3 million plastic bottles are discarded in Bali each month, so invest in a stainless steel bottle which you can refill with filtered water at most cafes and restaurants. I will leave a link below in the description box with a bottle that I personally use and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video about Bali. Have you ever been? If so, then share your travel tips below. If not, let me know if this is a destination you would like to visit. Thank you so much for watching and see you in my next video.